Our fog lights at the top should all be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. They should be working. There should be no moisture behind the lenses. The three in the light in the middle are our identification lights, and they indicate that our vehicle is a minimum of 8 feet wide. The two lights on the end are our clearance lights. They should also be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. There should be no moisture behind the lens, and they are an indication that our vehicle is a minimum of 13 feet 6 inches. Under our hood, next we have our light assemblies. Our headlight assembly should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. There should be no moisture behind the lens, and they should be working. They house our high beam, low beam, and our four-way function light. The four-way function are our turn indicators. The four functions are running, parking, turn indicator, and hazard. Next, we have our fluid levels. With our coolant, it should be above minimum, below max. All caps should be present and tight. All hoses should be soft and pliable. It should not be leaking any coolant. Next, we have oil, our oil dipstick. That's the cap. Caps are present and tight. It should be properly mounted and secure, not leaking any oil. To check our oil, we will pull it out, wipe the stick off, insert it, pull it back in and read it. It should be above minimum, below max. We have our power steering reservoir. It should be above min, below max. All caps are present and tight. All hoses are soft and pliable. It should not be leaking any power steering fluid. And then we have our hydraulic shock absorber. It should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. It shouldn't be leaking any hydraulic fluid. Our hydraulic shock absorber has rubber bushings at the top and bottom. They should be soft and pliable. And there should be no illegal wheels within our shock absorber. Next, we have the steering system. We have our steering shaft properly mounted and secure, no illegal wheel with U-joints on both ends, well greased. This leads to our gearbox properly mounted and secure, no illegal wheels, not leaking any power steering fluid. We have our power steering reservoir, which we mentioned. All caps are present, hoses are pliable, it's not leaking any power steering fluid, properly mounted and secure. We have our steering linkage. This will be our pivot arm. No illegal wheels, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Drag link, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No illegal wheels. Then we have our steering arm, properly mounted and secure, no illegal wheels, not cracked, damaged, or broken. These are all secure with castle nut and cotter pin. And then going across the axle, we have our steel rod, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. The tie rod, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken, no illegal wheels. Then we have our tire. Our tire should have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or exposed material along the sidewall. It should be same tires across the axle. We should have a minimum tread depth of 430 seconds. It cannot be recapped or rethreaded. It should be properly mounted and secure to the rim. The rim should be properly mounted and secured. No illegal wheels, no drill holes, and secured with 10 lug nuts. This is a steel tire. If it's a steel rim. If it had any leaks, if the lugs wasn't tight, we would see rust streaks and shiny thread. On aluminum tires, on the aluminum rims, you will see oxidation, which will also be a sign of loose lug nuts. We have 10 lug nuts. They all should be tight. And then we have our hub seal. I'll talk about
The list.
Oh yeah, next on the list, rim lugs, spring mounts, airbags, and shocks. So we have our front spring, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Our main leaf spring, properly secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken, no illegal wheels. And in the rear, we have the rear spring hanger and our shackle, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No illegal wheel. This is secure with the U-bolt that goes over the saddle, around the main leaf spring, and through the axle. Next we have, and we have our hydraulic shock absorber, properly mounted and secure. No illegal wheels, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Not leaking any hydraulic fluid. Equipped with the rubber bushings on the top and bottom, which are soft and pliable. Our brake line hoses should be soft and pliable. Not leaking any air. Not cracked, damaged, or broken. Then we have our brake line, drum, and shoe. They all should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. There should be at least a 1/4 inch of material on the brake lining. It should be free of any grease and oil, which will be an indicator of an inner axle facility. The brake contaminants, right?
Yeah, you just went over it. See, it's separate.
Right, okay, yeah, after the line and hose, right, contaminants. But next we have the side of the vehicle, which would be our reflector. These would be a reflector, this would be a lens. This has our 4 ways. The 4 functions are the running, parking, turn indicator, and our hazards. This would be our reflector.
Properly mounted, secure,
not cracked, damaged, or broken.
That's it.
Next, we have our traffic monitor devices. Our mirrors, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. And there should be adjusted to the driver's view. We have our battery and our depth tank. The battery should have no signs of corrosion. We should have clean terminals, no exposed wire. It should be fully charged, and the box should be able to hold the weight of the battery. No corrosion, I think I said that.
Mm-hmm.
We have our depth tank. Cap is present and tight, not cracked, damaged, or broken, not leaking any depth fluid, properly mounted and secure. Next we have our fuel tank. Fuel tank is here. Cap is present. It should be tight. On the inside, we should have a chain and a rubber lining. The rubber lining should be soft and pliable. It should not be cracked, damaged, or broken. We have our rubber strips to protect the tank from metal on metal contact. The rubber should be soft and pliable. There should not be any illegal weld on the fuel tank.
Remember, it's 2 metal straps with rubber linings.
2 metal straps with rubber linings.
Mm-hmm.
Free of illegal welds.
Mm-hmm.
Not cracked, damaged, or broken.
Okay.
Slow down. Then we have our frame and cross members. Properly mounted and secure. Not cracked, damaged, or broken. Free of any illegal welds. Now we have our air and electric lines and connectors. These would be our air lines, and this would be our electric line. The blue is our service line, red is the emergency line, green is the electric line. When it's green, it lets us know that the trailer has ABS. If it was black, it would be no ABS. They are secured to the trailer with glad hands and secured to the tractor with brass fittings. They should not touch the crosswalk. They should be properly mounted and secure, not leaking any air from the airline. Our fifth wheel and skid plate. All right, the rubber grommets. Glad hands have rubber grommets, which keeps air in, debris, and water out. Our fifth wheel and skid plate. Fifth wheel skid plate should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken, free from any illegal welds. There should be no room between the apron and the fifth plate. The release hand should be in and locked, secure with the safety latch if equipped. It should be properly mounted to the frame with mounting bolts, free of any illegal welds. We have our kingpin and apron. The kingpin will be located inside, and we have the locking jaw should be secured around the fifth wheel. The fifth wheel will be properly mounted and secured to the apron, free of any illegal wheels. Properly mounted and secure. I mentioned no gap in between. What's next? Right, the locking jaw and safety device. How we would know it was locked, the indication is we have our release arm, which is pushed in, and we will also get under the truck and visually inspect that the locking jaw is around our kingpin. Along the side of the trailer, we should have at least 50% DLT tape going down the side of the trailer. Our landing gear, when driving, should be fully raised. At the rear of the trailer, we should have DLT tape going across the entire bottom of the trailer door and our DLT bar.
How much should it be?
100%.
Okay. All right.
Across the entire.
Okay.
We have our.
I'm gonna go back to the landing.
Okay, the landing gear. When coupled, we should be fully raised. The landing gear should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken, free of any legal wheels. It should be well greased. When down, it should be free of any debris. It also should be, the crank handle should be within the cradle, secured within its cradle.
How should it be when moving?
It should be fully raised when moving.
Okay.
That's it. We just did the real.
Mm-hmm.
That will conclude the pre-trip.
You gotta do them.
Oh. All the lenses and reflectors at the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Our outer lights will be our 4 function lights.
Mm-hmm.
Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No moisture behind the lens. The 4 functions again are running, parking, turn indicator, and 4-way hazard.
Mm-hmm.
The inner lights will be our brake lights. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Also, no moisture behind the lenses. You also should have a plate light. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No moisture behind the lens. That will conclude our pre-trip.